Nestled within the leafy suburb of Mossley Hill in Liverpool, L'Olivetto is an independent family-run restaurant supported by a dedicated kitchen team. Staff at front of house always on hand with recommendations from their tasty menu to their choosing a wine to complement your dish. Call us on 0151 724 5169. That's 0151 724 5169.
To me, Irish people are the funniest in the world. They just are.
Oh, this looks amazing.
I just love any food that comes with its own home.
Everyone's a comedian.
Anything else?
Some greens.
What do you think I am? A juggler?
Stunning. Inspirational. Would you look at the brushstrokes on it?
I think the reason I see comedy in everything is because I was surrounded by it growing up. That's good.
You wouldn't know we're 105.
You're 105.
Do you know what? There's only one word for that. Absolutely cracker.
Hi, how are you? In Ireland, one of the greatest compliments you can give someone is to describe them as a character.
If you find any pearls, give them to me, okay?
Come on, Slowco! Come on, I'm coming! You couldn't run the leg to yourself!
Because as every writer knows, it's the characters you remember long after you've forgotten the story.
Fill your heart with Ireland. Discover more at ireland.com.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
The Warrington Irish Club, a friendly and welcoming club keeping the Irish culture alive. We have Irish and country music every Saturday night, tribute nights, race nights, charity nights and karaoke. All live sports are shown on big screens. We have snooker, dominoes and Crown Green bowling teams along with arts and craft. Pop in for a friendly welcome and book your event at the Warrington Irish Club.
Get ready for the Costa del Dance 2025. Join us in beautiful Torremolinos, Spain at the 4-star Hotel Don Pedro from the 21st of April to the 1st of May 2025. As featured on national and international TV, this is the biggest and best social and set dancing festival in Spain, with 10 nights and days of pure enjoyment. You'll be dancing with top-class entertainment from Ireland and the UK, with a massive discount for anyone booking before November 30th. So don't miss out. Book now with Jerry Flynn Events.
Hello and welcome to the Irish in the UK. Later in the show we'll be in Rotherham for a very special celebration. But first, this year marks the 50th anniversary of the Birmingham pub bombings, which killed 21 people and injured 182 others. There was a very special memorial service held at the Birmingham New Street railway station, just a short distance away from where the first bomb exploded. This service was attended by many very special guests who came along to join the families and to remember all those people who lost their lives on that very sad night.
To all of you, my warmest, heartfelt welcome to this, the 50th anniversary service of commemoration for the Birmingham pub bombings. We welcome here the families of the victims of the pub bombings. We welcome here those who were injured, those who so bravely tried to help, those who struggled in the aftermath and since, and those who have worked so hard and for so long to restore hope to our city. As has become our tradition, we come together here today to remember the 21 who lost their lives on that dreadful night in 1974, and the many more whose lives changed forever in that moment. On that night, not long after 8 p.m, bombs ripped apart two busy pubs, the Mulberry Bush and the Tavern in the Town. Within a day, 6 men were taken and prosecuted for those evil attacks. Yet here, 50 years on, justice has still not been served. The leaves of these trees, adorned with the names of the 21 victims, are for the healing of the city. It stands proud at the gateway of our city, welcoming us home and welcoming our visitors.
James Frederick Caddick, aged 56.
John Cliff Jones, aged 51.
Stanley James Bodman, aged 47.
John Rowlands, aged 46.
Charles Harper Gray, aged 44.
Jimmy Craig, aged 34.
Trevor George Thrupp, aged 33.
We come together to salute the families and friends of the survivors and the injured. We come together to salute the brave men and women of the emergency services, the civilians, the taxi drivers who work together through the horror to get the injured to hospital and to support them there. We come together to salute Birmingham's Irish community, who have done so much for this city and who, as a result of that night, found themselves victims of attacks and were forced to hide their identity.
Her Royal Highness, distinguished guests, I want to read a message from the President of Ireland to the people of Birmingham. 50 years ago today, the people of Birmingham had inflicted upon them an unspeakable tragedy when bombs exploded in 2 public houses, the Mulberry Bush and the tavern in the town. We remember with deep sadness the 21 people, 7 women and 14 men aged between 16 and 51, 6 still just teenagers who lost their lives on that day. A shocking event uniting our 2 countries in horror and in mourning. As we honour their unquenchable memory, my thoughts are with the families on the anniversary of what was a horrific loss, the brunt of which was carried by them. The quest for truth and justice for those killed and injured on the 21st of November 1974 has been a source of further pain, compounding as it does the anguish of those left behind.
Michael William Beasley, aged 30.
Thomas Frederick Chater, aged 28.
Marilyn Paula Nash, aged 22.
Stephen John Wally, aged 21.
Eugene Thomas Riley, aged 23.
Desmond William Riley, aged 20.
Paul Anthony Davis, aged 17.
My name is Paul Bridgewater. My father, Paul Davis, was killed 3 months before I was born. Sadly, I never got to meet him. Growing up, it was really difficult for my mum to talk about my dad and what happened that night. But what she did tell me was that my dad was a kind, strong man who had a love for martial arts, football, and reggae music. My Auntie Deborah, Dad's sister, always tells me I'm the double of him, even down to the Adidas trainers we both wear and the fact we're lifelong Aston Villa supporters. They say it's in the blood, eh? It's such a shame we never got to go to a Villa match together. These anniversaries are always an emotional time for me and all the families. Losing my dad before I was born makes me reflect on the things I've missed out on, but also the things he missed out on. He never met me. He never met his granddaughter, Misha. He never met his great-granddaughters, Havana and Viola. I never met my dad, but I feel that his fighting spirit lives on in me, and I hope he would be proud of the man I am, and how we are still fighting for truth, justice, and for the 21 who sadly lost their lives, and the many others injured and affected by the tragic events on that fateful night 50 years ago.
Future As Lord Mayor, I am honoured and humbled to be able to speak today. In doing so, I pay homage to the families who suffered the tragic loss that night. We can only imagine the pain they continue to endure. I pay homage to our emergency services who remain selfless in their actions. And I pay homage to our communities and citizens who work so hard every day to make Birmingham the great city it is.
Pamela Joan Palmer, aged 19.
Anne Hayes, aged 19.
Maxine Hambleton, aged 18.
Lynn Jane Bennett, aged 18.
Jane Elizabeth Davies, aged 17.
Maureen Ann Roberts, aged 20.
Neil Tommy Marsh, aged 16 years old.
A message from His Majesty the King. As you come together to mark 50 years since the terrible events of 21st November 1974, my wife and I would like to take this opportunity to say that you and all those affected by this dreadful attack remain very much in our thoughts. Today, we remember the 21 people who lost their lives so cruelly and all who were injured, many of them grievously. We also pay heartfelt tribute to those who rushed to their aid. What happened on this day 50 years ago was one of so many dreadful tragedies in a devastating period that touched us all, many of us very personally. To see the brave strides forward that have since been made towards lasting peace and meaningful reconciliation, and the close bonds of love and friendship which now bind this city together, makes me exceptionally proud and thankful.
It's a freezing cold day here in Birmingham, but the amount of people that actually turned out was unbelievable.
It is, it's bitterly cold, and we've all been out here a few hours and we're all frozen, but it's certainly worth it. And you know, there was hundreds of people came. There could have been hundreds more. We had to restrict the numbers, but it's fantastic to see everybody from the city come out and support what we're trying to achieve here. We always need to remember this day, this service is about them. It's about remembering their loved ones who they lost, the family members, and that is a very important part of the service, and we always make sure that we keep the families front and centre of everything we do. And the roll call by Andy and Jess Phillips and the laying of the flowers is always a very, very emotional time for everybody involved. There was a personal message from President Higgins and a personal message from King Charles, and that means a lot to everybody involved with what we do here today.
The choir and the children from Bishop Challoner were absolutely outstanding.
They are. They're just an incredible bunch of kids. It's just to see how they perform. Yeah, it brings a tear to your eye.
Help us, we pray you, to stand against all wickedness.
Strengthen us to work for a city of peace, of love, and of justice.
Help us, who today remember the cost of terrorism, to work for a better tomorrow. Amen.
It was a special day for all those families who came along to remember their loved ones. And thank you to Maurice Malone, the CEO of Birmingham Irish Association, and all his staff for arranging this memorial service. It's time for a break, and we'll see you soon.
Nestled within the leafy suburb of Mossley Hill in Liverpool, L'Olivetto is an independent family-run restaurant supported by a dedicated kitchen team. Staff at front of house always on hand with recommendations from their tasty menu to their choosing a wine to complement your dish. Call us on 0151 724 5169. That's 0151 724 5169.
To me, Irish people are the funniest in the world. They just are.
Oh, this looks amazing.
I just love any food that comes with its own home.
Everyone's a comedian.
Anything else?
Some greens.
What do you think I am? A juggler?
Stunning. Inspirational. Would you look at the brushstrokes on it?
I think the reason I see comedy in everything is because I was surrounded by it growing up.
That's good. You wouldn't know we're 105.
You're 105. Do you know what? There's only one word for that. Absolutely cracker.
Hi, how are you? In Ireland, one of the greatest compliments you can give someone is to describe them as a character.
If you find any pearls, give them to me, okay?
Come on, Slowcoat! Come on, I'm coming! You couldn't run a leg to yourself!
Because as every writer knows, it's the characters you remember long after you've forgotten the story.
Fill your heart with Ireland. Discover more at Ireland.com.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
The Warrington Irish Club, a friendly and welcoming club keeping the Irish culture alive. We have Irish and country music every Saturday night, tribute nights, race nights, charity nights and karaoke. All live sports are shown on big screens. We have snooker, dominoes and crown green bowling teams along with arts and craft. Pop in for a friendly welcome and book your event at the Warrington Irish Club.
Get ready for the Costa del Dance 2025. Join us in beautiful Torremolinos, Spain at the 4-star Hotel Don Pedro from the 21st of April to the 1st of May 2025. As featured on national and international TV, this is the biggest and best social and set dancing festival in Spain, with 10 nights and days of pure enjoyment. You'll be dancing with top-class entertainment from Ireland and the UK, with a massive discount for anyone booking before November 30th. So don't miss out. Book now with Jerry Flynn Events.
Welcome back. Now, the Lost Chord UK in Rotherham is a charity who provides music for people with dementia. And recently they celebrated their 25th anniversary. And it was a very special day for all those people involved.
Chord was started in 1999 in Maltby in South Yorkshire, and it started as a charity that helped people with dementia and other neurological conditions, and we work with the person with dementia or another condition and the carer, and we have a network of musicians throughout the UK, and the musicians go to care homes and community centres like libraries, dementia cafes, churches like today, and our musicians deliver interactive music sessions that aim to stimulate people's memories, to reconnect them to their loved one through music, and to improve their health and well-being. We're based in South Yorkshire, but we operate nationally. We're hoping to get to Ireland and Scotland, but at the moment it's in Wales and England. base of musicians, many of which have been with us, some of them from 1999, and others have been with us for many years. And we have like a roster of them, and we work with them over the year to develop different skills. But each of them are chosen because they have very unique skills in being able to connect with people. So they're all professional musicians who perhaps in the evening are performing at some grand concert or, you know, in some great kind of professional event. And then during the day, they go into care homes or into the community settings, like Sally here today, and deliver these sessions with the aim of using action songs and memory songs, just to make people think back to that music and reconnect with it, and so that, you know, it helps them to recognise their loved one.
Today here now we've got the local school children as well to come along to perform.
Children, you know, they have an instant connection with a child. They look at a child and instantly, you know, can reconnect with them. Most people who've got dementia obviously may have grandchildren, will remind them of their children. So we even work with animals, with dogs in care homes as well, because again, that's part of their normal life.
I'm going to teach you a new verse. You'll love this one. Oh, you will. Sing it when you get home to your grandma. We're ready? It goes like this. Oh, you can't shove your granny off the bus. No, you can't shove your granny off the bus.
I first got involved about 9 years ago, Martin, and another musician recommended me to Lost Chord, thought I'd be good at providing music for them. So that's how it all began. This is one of my favourite places because this is my parish. So I have a lot of connections to this parish, and we're here on the second Thursday of every month in St Gerard's, and we always get a great welcome here. It's lovely.
Music is the one thing that people relate to and kind of respond to, especially people with dementia.
Oh, they do it. I mean, it's every session we do for Lost Chord, and there's a great team of musicians all over the country. We see miracles at every session. It just makes such a difference, and also to the carers as well, looking after them. It lifts them.
Do you find it here that more and more people are coming along with dementia, or what's the situation with your groups?
We get a lot, and sadly people are getting younger as well with it, which is it's really sad to see, you know. And it's not just dementia; all our events are dementia friendly, so we get people with other conditions as well, and they're all very welcome to come along. But it's very sad, but it's our job to lift them, and that's what we do. We make a difference. Yeah. So today I'm being joined by two old friends, and they're based locally, and they're two All-Ireland champions. So we've got Martin Frayne, and he'll be playing the pipes. He's an All-Ireland champion, and he won it the year after Finbar Fury, actually, so he's in good company. And the other one is Kieran Boyle, who I've known since I was a toddler, and Kieran won the All-Ireland Ballroom when he was a child, so they're going to do some tunes together. And we've also got the children from our local primary school, St Gerard's. They're going to come along and sing some songs and do some dancing, which they've done many times before, and it's great having the intergenerational impact that it makes, having children come to our sessions.
Well, I've been a friend of Sally's for a long time, and my mum was in a care home. She had dementia. My mum was a good singer, Kathleen Boyle, and she used to sing to me, and then when she got older, I used to sing to her. And at the same time, Lost Chord were doing sessions in the care home via Sally, so she's done great work in the area, and I just come along here just to help Sally out now and again. I play the bodhrán, and I'm a singer and a lilter, and that type of thing, you know.
You're a top musician, aren't you? An All-Ireland champion.
Well, I was many years ago, yes. I was a bodhrán player, yes, yeah, and a singer.
Martin, you were also an All-Ireland champion, I believe.
Yeah, on the Uilleann Pipes 1987, which seems like a million years ago now. My family's involved as well, and I think the three of us, myself, Kieran and Sally, have known each other since we were children, haven't we? So we've all sort of grown up together and played music together and sung together over the years.
And I believe something very special has happened in your life because you recently become a deacon.
That's right, just about 6 or 7 weeks ago I was ordained in St Mary's in Sheffield, which is very special and something very close to me and my family. So yes, it's life's full of surprises, and that was one of them.
If you were going to cross the water, take me with you to be your partner.
We never know what we're going to do. Sally has ideas and we're happy to go along with them.
Sally's the gaffer.
Sally's the gaffer. She's always the gaffer. Yeah.
And you can sleep with a great king's daughter.
My husband doesn't actually have dementia, but he has been having some difficult times. And that's what's nice here. You don't have to have a label of a particular illness, but it's just social for everybody, and it just helps when you're all having some issues. Well, I've been coming to the Lost Chord music sessions for a couple of years now. My husband and I come regularly, and it's really helped us in some difficult times, just the social side of it, and the singing is always therapeutic. I also joined the Lost Chord Choir, The Cares, when it first formed. I think it's about 18 months or so ago now. And it was really helpful for me. It gave me a little space on my own, and it was lovely singing with other people. And you didn't have to be an opera singer, you could just sing and enjoy the music sense of it.
How is your husband coming along now? Does he like coming to the group?
Oh, absolutely. It's in the diary every month. He'd be very cross if I missed it, and I manage my work diary accordingly. I always have to be off on a Thursday.
Do you think that music actually improves his memory or helps him to cope?
It helps both of us. It's very, very therapeutic. It just helps your mental health and making you feel less isolated and happier in yourself. I saw tangible differences in him as we started coming, and it felt them in myself in the choir when I was struggling. It really, really helped.
He's making a list, checking his files, gonna find out who's on your night. Santa Claus is coming to town.
My dad had always played in bands, so my dad was from this parish as well. And yeah, I'd not left school when I began singing in the clubs and then doing things, like I say, things all over. So I'm never bored, I'm always busy, which is good. I love working. I look forward to going out to work, and I've never not wanted to work. I love it, love every minute of it.
Great to meet you again.
And it's lovely to have you and Annette here. It is. Thank you so much for coming.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Every year we reach about 10,000 people throughout the UK. So yes, we've got about 50 care homes, and we have just under about 40 community settings. So yeah, it's a big operation to coordinate the musicians to match the needs of the care home or the community centre. Honestly, we've got the best musicians who are very compassionate and really, really good at reading people, you know, instantly connecting. Like Sally, we've got a huge army of volunteers who accompany the musicians. I feel actually blessed to manage it.
What a great community service, bringing people together through music. We'll be back next Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. Looking forward to seeing you all then.